Okay, I'm gonna go for this juicy bit right here next. And before we do that, there's a little bit of a proportional wonkiness in my model. So let's see. First, I want to separate this stuff off. So I'll hit P to get that its own little private object by itself. And then this stuff up here, I think it's too tall. So let me grab all that stuff. Go down a bit to taste. And this one like that. Okay. Then this stuff up here, the weird thing though is that we've created this in 3D, which actually I don't want in this case. So I'm going to undo this 3D-ization of this piece by alt clicking on this bunch of faces here, and then double click that bunch of faces. So now I just have a piece of paper here. Much easier to deal with paper shapes than 3D. I'll try to save that thickening to the last step. So let's also grab let's grab this piece here and Y to rip it off. So now it's just disconnected from the other from the existing meshes. Still on the same object though. And now I also want to start to whoa. I want to go like this and make everything a little bit smoother. So that's one way to do it. Just hold down Shift and Alt. Another way, if you got a really dense mesh, you can hold down Shift to pick the first two, and then Alt Z. Actually, let me do it down here. Alt Z. Just continue all the way. Pick 1, 2, Alt Z. So this is a pattern select. And then we can do, what is it? Alt Shift double click? Yes, Alt Shift double click. Got it. B. Oh, actually, let me unselect all this crap here. B. I want to make this even as possible, so these are doop, just like that. And then over here, the other way would be just hold down Shift and Alt and just click each and every single one. B. Make that even. Okay. Alright, so now this piece here, I need to give a little bit of roundness, like this. So I'll go Control R, move it over here. Maybe we could drag it out a little. BS. So this can be whatever shape you want, doesn't really matter. Flatten it on the side. Could go like this. The only important part about this little piece here is that it needs to line up perfectly on the top and on the bottom. That's the only requirement. But other than that, I think we're going to blend these together nicely in a minute, but for now I'll leave it here just as a placeholder for what our shape will look like. Alright, and the reason why I'm doing that is because we have a lot of flexibility here. We can change the position of it, we can change the shape of it and everything, and it's all nice and easy. But once we start to merge this together, it's going to become basically impossible to change it. So I need to kind of figure out the design and make sure everything fits nicely before I start to merge stuff together. Alright, so next, the other thing is that when we're working with 2D shapes like this, like paper, we are seeing through on one side, like that. And there's an option actually up here on top under overlays. So if I click overlays and backface culling down here, that will let us see through, or see the other side of the paper, which is nice for this kind of work. Alright, so next I'm going to add in some of these juicy bits over here. Cylinder, move it over here, scale it, rotate it, all pretty basic stuff. Just placeholder here. Okay. Alt space, Alt space. Okay. And what else do we have here? Maybe some brackets. For this we can just draw it in the front view by just selecting a vert. So I'm in verts mode, select any vert, Shift D, and I can start drawing. And I want to see that curve, so I'm going to go Z and wire, and then one more time, wire. So now we're in wire mode, and I still can't see it. That is a problem. So let me grab that edge, Shift space, and just move it over a tiny bit, back to front view. So there it is now. Now we can see it. Shift space, Shift space, Shift space. And then F. All right. And you know what to do. We're just beveling. Actually, do I know what to do though? I'm a little bit unsure about the design here. Maybe like that. Okay, so I'll give it a big round over there, smaller rounds over here, smaller one over here. Shift X. Sorry, Shift space. My bad. Alright, let's quit while we're ahead here. I don't want to have too much fun. You know how I'm such a fun-loving person and all. Alright, so let's take a little break here and we'll see you in the next video.